And today I have, we got a jam-packed day full of donation decks, and there's a lot of sweet ones today. And we are going to be starting with this Rakdos Reanimator deck. This one is coming to us from, let me get the name real quick. Hold on. Let me just get the name. I have the doc right up here. This one is coming to us from Goron27, so shout out to Goron27. We have a really sweet Rakdos Reanimator deck. So the core concept is you're utilizing stuff like Fable the Mirror Breaker and Bitter Reunion to put Archon into the graveyard, and then you have Persist plus Beseech the Mirror to find Persist to then put the Archon back into play. The other cool thing is you can cycle Troll on turn 1, Persist it on turn 2, just to have a 5/4 that is extremely hard to block on turn 2. That can be very powerful against certain decks. And then you get to play all of the good red-black interactive spells, Thoughtseize Lightning Bolt. You get to play Bowmasters. Bowmaster also makes a token, which is very powerful with Beseech. You even have One Ring, which is just a good card in and of itself, but you can also turn your One Ring off if you've gone a little bit too deep by sacrificing it with Beseech. We have a Damnation as kind of like a pseudo-tutor target for Beseech. A couple Sheoldreds here to pair with our rings. And, yep, just Fable the Mirror Breaker. It's just like... It's kind of like what it looks to me as Reanimator, but it's playing a lot of good cards. You'll notice a lot of the Reanimator decks tend to play more specific, stuff like enablers, right? You have things like Faithful Mending and Tainted Indulgence and things like that, and we don't have any of the, I guess, Bitter Reunion, but even Bitter Reunion, when you're not doing the Reanimator stuff, can be extremely powerful by giving your flipped Fable haste. You can set up lines where you just have this in play, flip Fable, Reunion, give it haste, immediately copy something, and then go from there. So, a lot of cool stuff going on. I'm excited for this one. Yeah, Rakdos Money Pile. I'm going to keep this hand. We're on the draw. It's a little sketchy with double Beseech. You know what prevents stream from crashing? Subs, people. Subs, true. I've been told that Prime subscriptions makes the stream that much less likely to crash. What's causing the stream bug? I think it's Moto, because I did a couple of test streams last night where the test stream, I need to change my stops. Oh, hold on. So I did a couple of test streams, one where I had Moto on the entire time. So I did same bitrate, but Moto on the entire time, crashed. Decreased the bitrate, Moto on the entire time, also crashed. And then what I did is I went back up to the normal bitrate, which was 6K. That's what I usually stream at. And when I was at the 6K bitrate, and I didn't open Moto the entire test stream, nothing happened. It was fine. No issues whatsoever. So it appears that the issues only happen when I have Moto open. I have a question. If I go to the standard Win-A-Box tournament next weekend and do not have a playmat, will I be the only one playing without one? Probably not. I mean, it's standard cards, right? You don't need a playmat for standard cards. I'll tell my LGS that. What do you mean? Oh, for standard. Flame of Anor. Flame of another one. MTGO is using its users' CPU to mine Bitcoin. True. For legal reasons, that is a joke. I wonder if their deck has, like, sweepers or anything. 4 mana. My opponent's not casting Cryptic Command, are they? Subtlety. Okay. So, bottom, bolt the Subtlety. Because I just want to draw land. For reasons. Okay, land's good. What do I cast this turn? I think Ring. And by that I mean Beseech. 10. There's like a chance I want another red source. This is maybe slightly worse if they have Force. I mean, I thought they had Cryptic Command. Okay, no Force. Like that. Alright, we're chilling. Things are going well. Resolve Ring against the blue-red deck, which probably can't kill at game 1. And then even if we go a little bit too deep with our ring, we have Beseech to sack it, which is good. Alright, everything seems fine so far. It appears that we have currently no issues, and as soon as I say that, I guarantee you now it's going to crash. We're good. It looks like we're chilling. What'd they do? Bolt my Bowmaster? Okay, we'll get this countered. Wait, what? Creature, instant land artifact. They have heat. Sure. It's fine. Your turn. Probably don't want this Damnation. Snapcaster Mage. Okay, I guess that's their win condition, right? It's just bolt me out. It's a little scary. 12, go to 10, go to 8, go to 7. Yeah, we probably have to sack the ring this turn. I'll go for Sheoldred. Well, 3 mana. What is this? I don't know what this card does. 3-1. Whenever it deals combat damage to player, create a token that's a copy of it. Yeah, I should probably bolt this, right? Oh, they have Snap in hand. Probably don't want to let that thing hit me. They have a counterspell. Counterspell's fine, because now we can just go Sheoldred, activate Ring. It's not that bad. So we go to 4. Well, I guess the problem there... If I go Sheoldred, activate Ring, we gain 6, go to 10. They can go Snap Heat, attack us for 6, we go to 4, then we go to 1? Huh. That's really awkward. If I Damnation, they could Snap Bolt me, and then I die. Well, I guess... Oh, no. I guess I'm dead to Bolt Snap Bolt anyways, because I'm at 4. Oh, man. Tricky spot. It's kind of awkward. I really wish the Damnation was just in the deck. Because then I could go activate Ring, then Beseech sack Ring, get Damnation. Yeah, I mean, they don't have a Bolt in the graveyard now, but they could have a Bolt as the last card. I just think Sheoldred loses to the Snap Heat line, right? Let's do the math here. Sheoldred, activate 10. Snap Heat, put me to 4, then I go to 1. Yeah, then I can't Beseech and Damnation. If I Damnation this turn, and they have Snap Counterspell, I think that might be worse. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. There's 3 rings in the deck. Okay. So now I can go Reunion, discard Thoughtseize, go to 13. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, then we go to 13. And then they can go Snap Heat, attack for 6. We go to 7, then we go to 4. Then I just don't activate Ring. Damnation, then go to 1, maybe? And then Beseech Ring the turn after. Get a new ring. I guess I could have done that too. Maybe I can get a new ring next turn. Yeah, I could just do that too. Sack ring for ring. You have a loan account with Card Hoarder, but after recent maintenance, there's an issue with the program. Does anyone else have similar problems? I use MetaTrader's Die on the phone, so I'm not familiar with the issues that Card Hoarder's having. Yeah, well, Damnation's awkward because we just take 1,000,000 damage. Oh, fuck, they have Haul, too. That's bad. Yeah, I found the line. The line is draw a discard outlet. Bazinga. Okay, I think we're good, right? Because we can go Reunion, discard. Oh, we have exactly enough mana, I think. Reunion, discard Archon. Beseech, sack ring. Get Persist, Persist Archon, Crack Reunion. Alright, cool. Whew. Tight one. Very, very tight game. Alright, blue-red. What's the Syndicate's a 3-1, right? So it dies to Kolaghan's command. Hidetsugu consumes all's weird, but it does exile their graveyard, and they are a Snapcaster Heat deck, and that could be okay. Although Dauthi's probably good against that stuff too. I guess the question we have to ask ourselves is what do we have that's bad? Like, all these cards seem good. How fun is this deck? It's pretty fun when you get to attack your opponent with a Hasty Archon. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, I don't want to bring in Cast into Fire, though, because they don't really... Like, I don't think they're a ring deck. Terminate's kind of weird. I don't think I want Chalice, because I have Thoughtseize Bolt. K-Command's good at, like, killing something and rebuying Sheoldred. Kind of like that. I'm going to shave one of the rings. I want to keep the Damnation. I know it looks weird, but, like, if they go off with that stupid 3-1, I want to have access to the Damnation, I think. Yeah, I mean, it does kill, like, the 3-1 than a Snapcaster Mage. That could be good. Maybe they're going to be heavier on Graveyard Hate, and I could, like, trim a Persist and an Archon. We could try that, and bring in... Maybe we could try... Voidwalker just dies to Bolt, though. Let's try... Okay, we'll try the Cast into Fire. It is really good against that stupid 3-1. And maybe I'll just keep in the... No... I'm going to try the Hidetsugus. Let's try this. Just to exile their graveyard seems good. I guess the Hidetsugu is kind of weird in my own deck. Because, like, if I reunion early to discard an Archon and follow up with Hidetsugu, that could be kind of dicey. Let's ship this. Where's my lands at? I'm debating keeping this one. Bolt Bowmaster Fable is such a good curve on the draw. Alright. Don't do this at home. I would recommend... You know, it's one of those things where do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, I could shave Beseech, maybe. Could be less Beseeches. Well, you see, the nice thing about missing land drops with this hand is I can just go to discard step. Alright, well, step one. See, it's a win-win situation. We either draw lands and start casting spells, or we just go to discard step. I mean, honestly, even if I draw a land, I might consider going to discard phase. Alright, well, now I don't have a choice. See, they think they're doing that. They think that we're doing this strategically. We're just purposely not playing our land drops. Yeah, it's like an Entomb that they can't counterspell. Uncounterable Entomb. Powerful card. I appreciate the question, Bolt, but it's not exactly how this works. Well, you asked to be second, so I'm gonna do your second. Sometimes. That's not how any of this works. Every week. Shut up, Tomber. Nobody asked you. My opponent has 5 lands. I have 1 land. The sick thing is I can't concede this game. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. We literally played a deck last week that, for lack of a better term, didn't function. So we played a Cascade. It was a Cascade Bean deck, but we had... Go check the Twitter for the deck list. But we only had 1 of each target. Wow, Traverse for a Syndicate, that's hot. So we had one up the Beanstalk, and then we had 1 Ancestral Vision, 1 Crashing Footfalls, 1 Dan, 1 Glimpse of Tomorrow, 1 Tip-Up the Fiend-Blooded, 1 Evermind, and it was just like, you know, you never... It was like a box of chocolates. You never knew what you were going to get. All right, I'm just going to pack this in. I don't know. What does this card do? 2-mana sorcery, return target non-land. I don't know what the rest of the card says. It was the best deck ever. Yeah, it was kind of based. I will give you that. It was pretty based. I mean, I was on 6. I was on the draw. I thought it was fine. Part 2 coming soon. Maybe the advanced version of Cascade is you have 2 of each card. And then you're like, you know, you move the numbers around a little bit. Just please don't make me play 2 Everminds. For whatever you do, just cut Evermind. Cut the Evermind for the Spreading Seas. We need Spreading Seas so we can attack with Dan. Can Kolaghan's command myself? Kolaghan's command yourself now. It's the one creature that cascades 4 times. I don't think that's modern legal. Is Maelstrom Wanderer modern legal? No, come on. Give me Spreading Seas. Don't make me play Seas Claim. I don't want to. I want a Spreading Seas. So many baubles. Maybe they kept 1 land triple bauble. I'm going to main phase this. I don't want them countering it. Funny enough, the Kolaghan's command discard Archon line probably is going to come up this game. Because on turn 3, yeah. Yeah, this is perfect. I'm going to go make myself discard a card, blow up your stone. Especially if they cast a spell in a turn. So they can't counter the Kolaghan's command. Alright, so I'm going to respond. Target player discards a card, destroy target artifact. Discard, destroy. Giving us now while they can't counter it. 5 head. The only hits are Spreading Seas and just 4 Spreading Seas, 4 Dan, and then all the Cascade spells. People really just want me to be able to attack with Dan, which I'm here for it. Oh, the perfect draw step. I'm definitely in to be attacking with Dan. The fattest of clouds for Bolt Snap Bolt. Counterspell, Flame of Anor, Unholy Heat, Snapcaster Mage. So take Counterspell, they have 2 card types. This is number 3. They can discard Snap to make number 4 and then Heat. And then their hand is, what, Flame K return? I guess they can also just Flame the Archon. But I at least draw a card off of this, so... it's good value. Why do they have Kozilek's return? Like, well, first of all, why do they have it in the matchup? And second of all, what are they casting on the back half? I guess they want this to kill Bowmasters? I guess that kind of makes sense. Is that good? Okay, they discarded Kozilek's return. Do you think they have an Eldrazi to flash this back? That would be kind of based. Yeah, the second deck echoes is Pioneer. If you want to check out the deck list, you should be able to see them on the overlay. I posted all 4 of them. So their plan is to Snapcaster, trade for the army, and then Heat. Okay, that's fine. Cool with that. What are they doing? Why are they doing this? Oh, because they're going to flame to kill it and draw 2. Sure. Okay, I'm with you. Yep, okay. Yeah, I get it now. That makes more sense. Yeah, but how are they flashing back the K return to kill the Archon, you know? The funny thing about this... I was going to say they only have 3 card types, but this is the 4th, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we do this again. They sacrifice Snapcaster, discard a card, then they can Heat the Archon. I would love to find a land to cast this Fable. Yeah, good enough. I mean, they're at 8 and I have a Bolt in hand. They have to fetch to 7. Yeah, we're playing a little bit of Standard, too. You have 2 Modern, 1 Pioneer, 1 Standard. No, I'm gonna play it on Moto. I don't have enough rare wild cards to play it on Arena. Traverse the Ulvenwalds. God, Traverse for Snapcaster Mage. What a time to be alive. If I play Fable, they just snap counter it. I'm just gonna pass, I think. I can wait until I find a Thoughtseize. Standard on my Doom Extreme, people leave. Well, why do you think I did the standard deck last? We can't have people leaving the stream before, you know. There's a reason I ordered the dono decks in the way that I did. We got to get those prime subs in before we start playing standard, because nobody's gonna want a prime sub when I start playing standard. No, surprisingly, they have not taken standard off Moto. They just let it resolve. What a Chad. Guess they're gonna flame. So they just want to kill the shaman, draw 2. Is that even better than countering? Yeah, I guess it is. They get the draw 2 versus me keeping a Fable in play. It's close. What's up, Cathal? Oh, yeah, update on that. So after we had a bunch of issues last night, I did a couple of test streams. So I did a test stream where we do the normal bitrate, which is I usually stream at 6,000 bitrate. So I did a test stream at 6,000 bitrate where I had Moto open. It crashed within 5 minutes. I then lowered the bitrate to 4,000 and did another test stream. It held strong for about 2 hours, and then it crashed after 2 hours. What I did this morning was run a test stream with at the full bitrate, so 6,000 bitrate, and it didn't crash for 3 hours. So, well, the test stream this morning was done while I didn't have Moto open. So all I had open was like I was watching a Twitch stream, I had Streamlabs open, I had Spotify open, but no Moto, and the stream was totally fine. So from what I can tell, it does seem like the issue is it does seem like the issue is rooted in Moto specifically. Which is, I don't know, I guess a good thing and a bad thing. It's, you know, a good thing that I know it's realistically nothing on my end, but it's also a bad thing because how am I going to fix that? Like I can't do anything about that. Right, yeah. Cool. Also, Gwenna win. You think that I'm able to play Gwenna at this current state of Moto, where even if I just do the smallest thing, it instantly crashes? There's no way that I can do like a 4,000 click combo. It's not remotely possible. Yeah, also today's stream, I lowered the bitrate for today's stream, which people said is not really noticeable. It's at 4,000. We usually stream at 6,000. So, yeah, we need more game objects. That's what we need. If the stream crashes, do I get my money back? No, I'll just put you off to next week until Magic Online fixes their issues. Because they said they are aware of what's going on and they are working on a fix. You know, nobody knows how long that's going to take, but at least they know about the issue. I mean, they're at least trying to fix it. Yep. Delighted Halfling Narset. I see we woke up and chose violence today. It's a really good draw. Certainly want to kill this Narset with Fable. Oh, fuck. Am I going to get cheesed by Days Undoing? I really hope I don't get cheesed by Days Undoing. That would be very, very unfortunate. There's nothing I can do about it. Alright, go. Because of the Gwen effect's not sure if I give you Naya Dinas or Gwenna's Dono deck. Do you have any updates with the new set for Gwenna? So I know I don't get to draw a card, but I still think it might be worth putting the Archon in the graveyard. Because if I don't discard it now, how else am I going to discard it? Maybe I'm just going to hardcast it. Like, attack with Goblin Shaman token this turn, make a treasure. 3, 4... Nah, that's dumb. I guess we know they have Counterspell. Yeah, okay, never mind. Like, discarding the Archon this turn is so bad because we know they have Counterspell. I'm just going to do this. Just make a bunch of mana. Make them counter the hardcast Archon, then I can persist it the following turn. Okay, they let the Narset die. I'm just going to chill. Not going to play into Counterspell. Missing a land drop? I like that. It's pretty good. I guess, again, we know they have Counterspell. You know what time it is, chat? Does anybody know what time it is? Giga Chad. Nope, hardcast troll time, though. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna copy this thing with Fable next turn. It's gonna be hot. Attack for 10. The most fair magic in all of the land. This is what Richard Garfield thought about when he said fair. Whoa, chill. We can talk about this, all right? We can have a chat about this if you'd like. It doesn't have to be this way. Iona would have been pretty bad. Thankfully, it's just the Traxa. Although, they can still hit Solitude off this. So, they did not hit Solitude, but they do have... Well, they have Land Binding, but they don't have enough types to play Binding this turn. Even if they have, like, a Sacred Foundry in hand, they still only have 4 types. Chose Counterspell, Binding, Narset, Misty, attracts a Ring. Played Misty. Counterspell... Triome, Narset, Binding, attracts a Ring. Right? Creature, enchantment, planeswalker, land, artifact, instant. Okay. And they have another counterspell that we know about as well. Solitude, pitch, Atraxa. Interesting that they are killing the... Wait, what? They killed the 5/4 instead of the Reflection? Well, now they're just dead, right? They discarded Counterspell. I'm surprised they didn't kill Reflection. I guess they were probably dead anyways, because we could just go... We could just haste the Archon. Yeah, I guess they were dead anyways. Oh, now they're super dead. Just in case you had something. I don't know what they could have. Sure. Alright, persist this. What? So rude. You did. You did. Alright, so 4-color, Narset, Gifts Ungiven, huh? This deck feels pretty good so far. I like that it's not all in on the Reanimate stuff, and it kind of has like a pretty good fair plan with just Bowmaster, Fable, Sheoldred. I like that a lot. This might be a match where I want Dauthi Voidwalker. Yeah, Ring 2. I think the idea behind Beseech was to give you consistency on the Persist stuff, but also just a good value card, because you can just get Ring or Sheoldred with it. How key does Beseech feel? I like it. Obviously, you're not going super deep on the tutor targets. The one thing I will say about Beseech is it's a good way to sacrifice Ring, which I think that's very important. I don't really know. Maybe I want Blood Moons. Terminate's not relevant. Chalice seems bad. E seems bad. K-Command's not very good because all their removal spells exile. Solitude, Prismatic Ending, Binding. Just like cut the bolts maybe. Cut the Damnation. Cut 1 Beseech against Counterspell, bring in 3 Dauthi. Seems fine, right? I don't know what I'd cut for the 4th Dauthi. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Think of this deck as just like scamless scam, you know? That's kind of the way that I approach it. It's like you get to play all of the good mid-range cards that Scam has, but you don't have the... Yeah, it's more of a mid-range deck than anything. That was certainly a reason to keep in the bolts. I forgot they had that card. Okay, maybe I should have kept in bolts for that. Like, if I had Bolt over Voidwalker here, it'd be so much better. Turn 2 Narset again is kind of gross. The reveal. Binding. Well, we have to cross our fingers and hope they don't have Days Undoing. Can't beat it. That's not a Days Undoing. I like to see that. Binding now. Makes sense. Fable. Why'd you leave the keys upon the Fable? Narset is really good in this format, especially against the Bean decks. I mean, even Rakdos has a bunch of Fables. It's good against that card, too. Sure. Because they want to protect the Narset. So, again, same thing. I know I'm not drawing cards off the Narset, but I think it's probably worth putting the Sheoldred in the graveyard, or, sorry, the Archon in the graveyard. And then maybe just going land Sheoldred, because they have the active ring. Yeah, just one, play this. Would have been nice to draw Blood Moon there. Especially because we found a second basic, too. No second binding would be nice. Okay, that's good. So if they don't draw the binding this turn, they have to ring to find it, which is extremely painful. Yeah, that's good for us. And then if they don't find it off these 2 draws, they're basically just dead. Yeah, I mean, Sheoldred is just a completely messed up card. There's a reason why I'm splashing it in my Temur Rhinos deck. It's not just for show. The card is incredibly messed up. It's just a really silly card. Path to Exile. Okay. A little rude. Is it Chadcast time? I mean, it might be Chadcast time. This ring's not doing much against the Narset. I can draw a card on their turn, I guess, but I'm just going to hardcast this thing. Because if they don't find an answer, we can just copy it next turn. I like it. Yeah, no counterspell. Well, it's lethal in 1 turn, right? Because they took 2 damage from the ring. So this is just lethal next turn. They have to answer it. I'm sorry, what? Literal crime jump scare. Target creature enchantment card from this card. Oh, so they just reanimated my Archon. That's a problem. That's a little problematic. Huh. How the tables have tabled. Sec Fable. I guess maybe that was better. Well, now we can just do this, right? Bowmasters was actually a sick draw. Kill Narset, play Ring. And then we don't actually get hit by the Archon this turn because we get protection. We can also draw a land off of the ring, which would be kind of sick. Could have force. Okay, no force. I like that. I'm going to fetch main phase, but not activate now. I just want to give myself the opportunity to copy in response. I guess I shouldn't be F6ing. Because if they activate ring, then we can copy Bowmaster. So yeah, they actually can't even activate here, right? I see some red-black duels. I got rings, and I got Archons, and I got Persists in my deck. We're calling this Scaminator. Rakdos Reanimator. What's up, Gingerbread? Yeah. EOT, copy this. Maybe I should have done this on their upkeep, perhaps? Okay, that's annoying. It's also really annoying because now I can't copy anything with Fable. I guess if I had the foresight of them having Dress Down, I could have done this in their second main phase. But I didn't think about Dress Down. It's actually really bad, too, because even if I find a way to get Archon, then my Archon's not going to have any abilities. Oh, man. God, if I had one more mana... Man, so close. If I had one more mana, I could play the Archon, and then end step after the Dress Down goes away, activate the Fable. If I had Troll instead of Fable. Why would that matter? Well, they would just chump block with Halfling, right? Because the Troll would have no abilities. I guess last turn I could have attacked. I'm going to cast it anyways, I think. Yeah, I gotcha. Without the scam part of the deck, it feels much cooler to play and play against. For sure, yeah, that's definitely true. Feels like the deck is actually, you can actually interact with it in a meaningful way. Whereas there's really not a lot of good ways to interact with the turn 1 Grief, unless you're going super deep and playing like ley lines in your sideboard. But again, the biggest issue with playing ley lines against scam is, like in post board games, they can easily function without the scam stuff. So you mulligan to your ley line, and then they just don't even care. I'm gonna cut these stupid Dauthies. I don't think they're very good. I'm gonna bring in 2 bolts for Halfling. Would not have cast it because Ring Trigger plus Archon. What? What's your plan by not casting it? Just like discard the land, hope to rip a land, and then have 9 mana to go Archon copy it? Yeah, maybe. I'm going to keep this. This hand's good if they have Delighted Halfling. And they've had it on turn 1 both games. This is going to be the one game where they don't have it. How does Leyline stop Grief Scam anyways? Well, if you have Leyline of the Void, it gets exiled, so it doesn't come back. And if you have Leyline of Sanctity, they can't target you with Grief. So both Leylines stop the Grief Scam. Well, they both stop it. White Leyline also stops the Grief Scam. You don't get discarded. Like, they could put a 4/3 in play, but who cares if you're not getting double Thoughtseized, right? Their mana base is kind of sketchy. I'm just going to take this Narset. I'm going to hold this. The other white Leyline? Oh, binding. Sure. Okay, I see. I was like, the other white Leyline? What are you talking about? I'm so confused. Well, I don't call this card Leyline. I call this card Binding. To me, this is not a Leyline. It's a Binding. Leyline of the Bind. Leyline of the Bind. Before you begin the game, you may reveal this card from your hand. If you do, the first permanent that your opponent plays, non-land permanent, gets exiled. Would you play that card? I don't think I would. I call it bondage gear when testing with friends. Ayo. Ayo. What are the odds they hardcast the Atraxa of this game? I would say pretty low. Yeah, Leyline of the Meek. I do remember that card. It's not very good, but I do remember it. There's no llama creature. I thought there was a llama creature in the new set. Yeah, wasn't it like the most recent set? Pretty sure there is. No, I think Leyline of the Meek, like, doubles your tokens or something? Is that what it does? Something like that. Yeah, +1/+1 to tokens, that's what it was. Card was truly heinous. Well, we got Project Endgame. Thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Appreciate the 4 months. Getting us that much closer to playing some Pure Modern. Chat, if you didn't know, we currently have a sub goal in place. Now, I will say, we're quite a ways away from the sub goal. But when we do hit the 700 mark, I will be hosting a Pure Modern event. You might be wondering, what is Pure Modern? You can find a lot more information in the Discord. Basically, it's just Modern without any of the supplemental sets. So if that interests you and you want to support the stream, you got a free Prime sub. We greatly appreciate it. Maybe we're bent and broken. I don't know why they haven't cast a Solitude yet. Okay. I feel like they should have Solituded this 2/2 a long time ago. Sure. Do. I have a running bet with my friends that this song is a Christian rock song in disguise. Is this band not considered Christian rock? I thought they were. Switchfoot? Maybe not. Solitude pitch attracts. Alright, yeah, that's fine. They've been dead for a while, huh? Aren't all the ley lines? No, I guess not all the ley lines are symmetrical, right? The one that you can cast spells as flash is not symmetrical. Google says no. Well, Google never lies, so I believe it. What's up, Snack Bar? The band has always philosophically disagreed with this label. We're Christian by faith, not genre. Tim Foreman explained to Rolling Stone magazine in 2003, says, John Foreman, we've always been very open and honest about where the songs are coming from. For us, the songs are for everyone. Gotcha. They kind of do give off like a Christian rock kind of vibe. Alright, is your last card counterspell? If it is, you still can't win. Cool. We're 2-0 with this deck. Honestly, it does feel really good. I like this deck a lot. This hand's good. Lemon Wedge has got a song request for us. Chalupacabra? What is this? Well, we're going to find out together, I guess. I think an underrated Pioneer playable is the 2-mana Kellen and Green-White Cocoa. I think that deck is still kind of good in its Insane Edition. Oh, I like that card a lot. I plan on the initial versions of Humans that I want to try. I do plan on trying that card. I think it's very good. Especially in Humans, too, where just, like, it hits basically every single card in your deck. I had a couple of shells. Yeah, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you... Do I have it saved? I think I have it saved. I'm good, Monkey Brain. Better than yesterday. I started building LCI decks... And this was the Humans deck that I had. So Hopeful Initiate, Experiment 1, Recruitment Officer, Coppercoat Vanguard Lieutenant, so Max Lords, Pack Leader, 1 Girna, Reflector Mage Mantis, Kudro, Company, and just 23 lands. I think 23 might be a little bit too many lands, but between Pack Leader and Officer, you do have a decent amount of payoff. Lost Caverns of Ixalan is the name of the set. So I think this is a pretty good shell. Champion's awkward because you want to be a Coco deck. So I don't think you want Champion in that deck. Yeah. Although Heron's Grace Champion is a powerful card. I will not deny that the card is extremely powerful. Kudra over Adeline. I just want max lords. I want as many lords as possible. Alright, T-Spain with a song request. What you got for us? Alright, in the queue. Okay, no Persist. We do have another reunion, though. So let's do that. Did I do my top 28 card video? I did, yeah. I did. It's on YouTube if you want to check it out. Okay, so cycle one of these for land 4. Next turn, Beseech, sack this, get Persist. We know they have Elf, Ground, Omnath. Have you brewed Fish at all yet? No, I actually haven't. Interesting they didn't cast Omnath. Wait, they also didn't cast Bloodbraid Elf? Why would they not cast Bloodbraid Elf? Wouldn't you just want to go, like, Elf Shardless Beans? Kind of weird. Binding? Oh, because they're worried about me hasting with Bitter Reunion? Okay, I guess that's fair. I could also just choose to not cast the Beseech this turn, right? Because, like, what does the Beseech even accomplish? Not that much. Alright, I'm going to do this. If they Omnath end of turn... I guess they still have black mana, so they can still hold up Binding regardless. But I kind of want to try for hasting next turn, because I can go Beseech, sack one of these, and then I can crack the other one for haste. Or I can even sack the Bowmaster token to Beseech, which is nice. Also, chat, the plan for LCI, because I've only built a couple of decks, but I have a lot of stuff that I want to try. I think the plan for LCI is I'm going to do tomorrow's stream, which is usually only about 4 hours anyways. I'm going to spend the entirety of tomorrow's stream just building decks with chat on stream. So we're going to do that tomorrow. And then once the set comes out, I think on Tuesday, right? Tuesday is when the set comes out. Then we can actually play those decks, which would be good. So be sure to tune into tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's stream is going to be sweet. It's going to build all the decks live on stream. We're not going to play any Magic. We're just going to be doing a lot of building. Oh, well, simply just draw the Persist. We brew fish tomorrow? Perhaps. I mean, I'm going to go for it, right? I have 2 reunions anyways. Obviously, they have binding, but it's kind of fine. They binding my Archon, they go to 12, they go to 9. I think they're at 9 I bolt in hand. I think this is, like, totally acceptable. Yeah, it wasn't a no. Is the new 1-drop replacing the Convoke flex spots or do you go lower to the ground? I haven't quite decided yet. I do like that new 1-drop in Convoke. Not entirely sure when I want to be cutting yet, though. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. And they have Elishnorn? Elishnorn would be really bad for me. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because I can still get the attack trigger, right? Yeah, Elishnorn wouldn't matter. Furry. That's actually kind of awkward. Because now I have to sack the reunion to the Beseech. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. They have 3 cards, one's a Bloodbraid Elf. I'm not going to cast the Bolt now, I think. Yeah, let's hold the Bolt. How are they dead? If I Beseech sack Reunion to get Persist, then I can't also crack the Reunion. I can just Beseech Hardcast, not sack Bitter. Troll Haste. Getting Troll is so bad if they have Solitude White card. Oh, also Troll Haste is 1 short, yeah, because it comes in as a 5/4. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm not gonna sack Bitter. I think this is good. They lose the Fury, they go to 6, they lose a card in hand. They're at 6, we still have Bolt in hand. It seems really difficult to lose this game. He discarded the Fairy. Sure. Teferi Shardless Beans, if they have Binding, is pretty fucking good. If they also have Binding. Oh, yeah, we just go land Hardcast Troll. Yeah, land Hardcast Troll, Pauper Union works. Yeah, yeah. They could have another Binding, I guess. Third Binding or Solitude white card. They have to shock for that. Yeah, which I guess puts them to 3. Well, they wouldn't have to shock for Solitude. They'd only have to shock for Binding. Alright, cool. So, Chalice bad, EE bad. I think Command is bad, because they do have a lot of exile removal. Is it just Blood Moons? I don't think this is a Voidwalker matchup. Damnation's pretty bad, I think. Well, send out to Elishnorn. We could also play Terminate. Yeah, we could play Terminate for Elishnorn. Cut all the bolts, maybe. Cut bolts, Damnations. Do I want both Terminates? Oh shit, I didn't update the record. Hold on. I put it up there because I knew that MTGO record was still down, but we're 2-0 right now. I forgot to update it. This looks decent. I'll try this. Who's the crazy person that submitted a standard deck? Who would ever submit a standard deck, GoCalper? No, I don't mind at all. I'm excited. I mean, I have to start playing standard at some point anyways, with the RC season coming up. So, might as well get started a little early. And the deck you submitted does look pretty sweet. I will keep. They mold the 5. Yeah, I mean, the Beans deck can mold a 5 and still easily win. Is it fair to say that the Beans deck is the best mulligan deck in the format? I think that's fair to say. Alright, now we just have to find a way to discard this. Yeah, I think Black-Green did pretty well at the World Championships, Deja. Do you think they're going to play around Blood Moon? Dope. Could have hand-sized it. Yeah, but I want to cast Blood Moon on 3. God, I hate this new mana thing. Am I the only person who hates this? I can't be, right? I can't be the only person who despises that. I feel like it's so bad. Alright, good. I'm not the only one. I'm gonna make the Giga Chad play. I don't know if this is the correct play, but I think it's the Giga Chad play. Kind of funny. I thought he's targeting myself, and they're still commandeering it. That is pretty funny. I mean, it's fine, right? They were just, now they just get to take something different. That's bad for them. No, they just take like Ring or Sheoldred, right? They did pitch Omnath Verdict though, but it's like those cards were uncastable anyways. They still get to choose what to take. It's not like they have to take the Archon, or they just concede anyways. Cool. And then I lose the game, right? It might break the game if they have no targets. I don't know how that works. That's why I'm asking. I'm not 100% sure. Because it's never come up before. Only fair. Whoa. Commandeer breaks the game a lot, does it? Come on, you know they're going to draw perfects. They're going to draw... So, next turn they're going to draw Dauthi Voidwalker. The turn after they're going to draw Ring. And then the turn after they're going to find Karn. Would you play the new Dino in this deck? I saw Spike had put that on his PowerPoint. I don't know if I like that card. It is nice that you can discard itself to its own ability, but it's still really expensive. Like, 3 mana to discard is extremely slow, so I don't know if I buy that card yet. Yeah, it's like 3 mana. Well, I think it's a 6 mana 5/5 trample or something. And then I think when it ETBs, you would discover 5, I think is what it is. And then you can pay 2 in a red to discard it to deal 3 to a creature or planeswalker. Is it time? I think it's time. Yeah, it discovers the new Cascade mechanic. It's a very sick combo with Canned. What's Canned? Oh, did I just get D's nuts? Are you going to say Candice, yada yada yada? Is that what's going on? Oh, okay. I just kind of assumed it was a D's nuts boy, and I thought I was getting got. You could have done that, and I would have accepted it. Oh, Quintoris, okay. Yeah, I don't call that card Canned. I call that card Quintoris. I know, it does kind of sound like a D's nuts joke. That's the vibe that I got. Should have left up red. Oh. Well, hello there. Combat. What am I getting off this ring? Ring's kind of weird if they find Karn. I could get Sheoldred. Sheoldred, Ring. It's definitely one of those two. No, it's not Fable. If we get Fable, we can discard Archon, but we don't have Persist in hand. No, I don't think it's Fable. I'm gonna get Ring. It's just a little dicey if they find Karn. Okay, that helps. You want to get Persist? No. I mean, if I'm going to get Persist, I think I'd rather get the Fable to discard the Archon, right? I'll do this first. Combat. Attack. Guess we go Thoughtseize Fable. I mean, what could they have that they wouldn't have cast? I don't even know if I should cast the Thoughtseize. Like, if they had any payoff, they would have cast it by now, right? I guess we can take their removal spell to protect our 2/2. Because they'd probably rather kill the Fable token than the Bowmasters. Unless they find Ring, of course. There's, like, no reason to cast these bolts yet. Okay, that's really good. Let's go to combat first. They certainly could have drawn March this turn, so I think I am going to Thoughtseize them. Because March on Sheoldred would be kind of annoying. I discard the Archon. I guess that's also a good point. I could have just hardcast it. I didn't think about that. Could have just got rid of both bolts. That's definitely the punishment. That is certainly the punishment for doing so. Yeah, I should have kept the Archon. Just discard both bolts. Okay. Got a black floating. Activate. They drew Bowmaster. Thankfully, we have Bolt. So bolt that. All this happens. Gain a shit ton of life. Play this tapped. Your turn. We could Bowmaster their token next turn. You want to find a good Cauldron combo deck for Pioneer. I've been finding a ton of interesting cards for it in Goldfishing. I think I'm not big-brained enough to figure it out. Anywhere I can go for help. I know Aspiring Spike has been thinking about some sort of Cauldron stuff in Pioneer. The biggest issue with Cauldron in Pioneer is you don't have Walking Ballista. So even if you can get to a spot where you're generating near infinite mana, it's very, very difficult to find a payoff or a win condition when you do that. So I still have not cracked the code for like blue Cauldron decks in Pioneer. But yeah, Cauldron with like stuff like Vannifar is really sick. You're at 28. That's a lot of life. I think I can afford to take one more ring hit. I'm going to hardcast Troll this turn. Because I think it puts the most amount of pressure on them. And I need to get them dead very, very quickly. I think this is the best way to do that. Like, I can't give them infinite draws to try and find a Sheoldred or whatever. Get it scooped. The Vannifar deck is good if your opponent taps down their own Cauldron for no reason versus you. Sounds like somebody speaking from experience. Alright, Blood Moon, Cast into Fire, maybe Kolaghan's Command. Bolt's not very good. I guess it kills Bowmaster. Is that worth it? Damnation seems unnecessary. I could cut a ring against Karn. Thoughts on Voidwalker versus them? I don't think I want it. I don't think it's very good, right? I mean, I don't know. They do have a lot of 4-drops. Voidwalker is good against the 4-drops. Yeah, I'm like, why would they ever tap that? Sometimes you just gotta play to your outs. Like playing a lot of bodies versus mono black. Yeah. What should we cut for the rest of the Voidwalkers, though? We could shave on Persist stuff, I guess. Because they have Clings. Persist is kind of awkward against Cling, huh? So we could do this and just play 4 Dauthies. Let's try that. Yeah, when I shave a Persist, I usually do shave an Archon, too. Okay. I mean, I'm going to keep this. It's a weird hand for sure, but I'm definitely going to keep it. Yeah, that's a reason to trim Archons too. Take the Persist, you won't. $10 to take the Persist. 2 gifted subs. Swish Gaming, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome everybody from Swish's stream. It's just troll. It's just a troll off, huh? I guess I'll take this. Yeah, we're just playing the same deck. This deck looks like Scam once they ban Grief and Fury. I should have labeled it as that. Could have driven some more engagement that way. Alright, need to find a Fable so we can use this Persist for something. We have more lands. Well, we both have Trolls. Yeah, I kept all the bidders in. They cycled 1 Troll. I'm going to keep both of mine, I think. Because I do have a lot of lands. A lot of lands. You say joking, but I think that's our primary path to victory this game is Hardcast Troll. Oh. They drew a payoff. Or maybe they think they can cast Troll. Sure. My hand still is the same as it was 4 turns ago. I'm still not cycling my last Troll. So we know their last card's Troll. It's a Troll Mirror. So the issue is they can cast theirs before we cast ours. No, no, not the Troll. No, not the Troll. I can't beat this Troll. I can't do it. Cannot defeat the troll. We only have 21 lands, by the way. Yeah, you would have been good like 12 turns ago. Literally 12 turns ago. No, no, come on. Just gonna die to a hardcast troll. Shout out to when Canister made fun of me for playing troll. Well, I guess he didn't make fun of me for playing troll. He made fun of me for playing cottage. But troll's kind of based. It just, like, shit like this happens sometimes. The games don't always play out in the way that that they're supposed to, you know? Should I bring in Terminates for the trolls? No, but I kind of want to cut more Persist if we're doing this. I guess I could play one Terminate. No, maybe I'll play the third ring on the play. Alright, I'll play first. I mean, I guess Bitter... This hand is, I think, good. Because Bitter can discard the 5th land. And then we have Beseech Sec Bitter. I'm going to keep it. It's a little weak to Thoughtseize, though, if they just take our Bitter Reunion. This deck should totally play Grave Fury. I mean, it could, but it doesn't. Okay. Like a Fable here. Fable would be nice. Fable, por favor. Necesito Fable. Ahora. I mean, that works too, I guess. Do they have Bowmasters? Kind of suck if they do. Looks like they do. Can I draw a spell? Please and thank you. Can I please draw a spell? I'm not picky. I'll take any of them at this point. I'll take anything. Nice Thoughtseize, buddy. I got that one covered. I know, we only have 21 lands in this deck, too. Now what? I still maybe have to get Ring here. Is there any chance it's Blood Moon? That actually doesn't sound that bad. Although Blood Moon's kind of awkward if they just have a swamp in hand. It actually might be right to get Blood Moon. The issue with getting Fable is if we discard the Archon to draw cards next turn, we just get dunked by the Bowmasters, right? I think we just Moon and try to play in such a way where we plan on hardcasting Archon. I'm going to get Moon. I think I like it. Probably should have fetched a basic that turn if I was going to Moon. And then just kept this in hand. Dev one more swamp. Yeah, we're already halfway to casting it. I do have second swamp. Shelly would be really bad. Okay, that sucks too. Could find like a Bowmaster or something. I mean, that's not a terrible draw if we can find a way to discard Archon. If we can find a Bitter Reunion. It sucks. Beseech for Bowmaster. Yeah, I don't know. Beseech for Bowmaster just kind of like... If they just have any good... I mean, I guess it would have been good against the Ring specifically, but if their follow-up is Karn and not Ring, it's a little bit more awkward. It's not quite as good. Yeah, I mean, this game's just over. Can't possibly win now. This is why I don't usually like Blood Moon against coffers. This is what happens every single time somebody casts Blood Moons against this deck. They just draw 4 swamps and just play normal cards. Yeah, we're dead. All right, 4-1 prediction about to go live. Keep this. Kind of plays with my hand face up, but I'm going to shock on one. Because I want to be able to go bolt into Bowmaster. Like if they play a Delighted Halfling or a Goblin Guide or anything like that, I think it's important to shock there. Lantern Beat Scam. Does it though? Does it though? Or is that what you tell yourself? Rakdos, Field of Ruins, Stone of Airreach. I don't know what that's all about. Very curious what that's about. I'm gonna not gamble on drawing a third land. I really just want to play Fable this turn. Still gonna Fable. I could Thoughtseize Bowmaster. But, like, if they tap out for their own Fable here, and I go discard Archon, rip Persist, then the game's over. Because they're going to be tapped out of using Stone. Dude, I don't know what it is, but these new foils look atrocious. They look so bad. And they also just ruin the client, apparently. So there's that. Well, we did draw Persist. This is 2 mana to use, right? I'll get a red source. Is there any reason to bolt them? I don't think so. No. They have an Urborg. Yeah, they could have Cling to Dust. I mean, I'm not sure how likely it is they have Cling. I guess I can Thoughtseize first. Push, March, Ring. Do they have enough to march my Archon next turn? I mean, either way, I should just take Ring. What's up, Molly? Yeah, they do have enough to march my Archon, but they have to discard fields. They discarded Push. I actually don't think they have enough to kill my Archon now, right? Unless they draw a black card. Yeah, they're 1 mana short, I believe. Right, because this makes 4 or 5. They can do X equals 4. So they have to draw a black card now. I think they were supposed to discard field and just go March, pitch, push, kill this. Alright, they did draw a black card. But now, I mean, they're hellbent, so it's kind of fine. We got Pioneer up next. Don't worry, Red Arrow. Got a little Pioneer up next. Yeah, they had 5 total mana that turn. So that's why I'm saying I think they should have kept the black card. So their last card is Demolition Field, right? I can Beseech, sack the Reflection just to get their last card. Put them in top deck mode. The alternative is Bitter Reunion, discard Bolt, try to spike a Persist. Yeah, I don't know. I think losing the Fable is kind of bad. Let's just do this first. You don't have Archon? Where did it go? Oh, it got exiled the stone. I forgot this exiles it. Right, okay, yeah, you're right, okay. So I can't do that. I forgot this exiled. We'll just pass. End of turn Bowmaster. Give Reflection Bowmasters haste, copy Bowmasters. I'm just not sure what that accomplishes, right? Like, deals them a little bit of damage. It's pretty good. Okay. What's the red splash for? I probably like Fable or something, I would guess. Kiki is 1+. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, 1 mana short, because we would need 6 mana. 2 for Bowmaster, 2 to play Reunion, 1 to crack Reunion, 1 to copy with Fable. So we were 1 short anyways, yeah. The splash is for Blood Moon. That would be, that would be accurate. Cursed Totem. Okay. I cannot activate my Reflection. The splash is for Valky. That would be kind of based. I'm just gonna ring this turn. Yeah, why didn't they go for bridge? They could have just went for bridge and kept their Karn, right? I feel like that would have been a lot better. Could do some stuff next turn. The splash is for Sagandis. But chat, what is Sagandis? You didn't tell me what Sagandis was. It's a pretty insane card. It's kind of broken. All right, did you draw Bowmaster? They did not draw Bowmaster. I will go to combat. I don't even know. I'm just gonna go to combat. Six. How much mana do I have? I have 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually think I'm gonna hard cast Beseech and just put an Archon in my hand. Could have also maybe cast Sheoldred here. Could have been better. Swamp Cycling. Why didn't they cast that? And they just cast that for a blocker. I guess they assumed that I had a removal spell for it. Alright, go. That thing blocks. Just saying. Gets blown up by removal. Oh, the Sheoldred? Yeah. Alright, they don't want to play anymore. Okay, Rakdos Coffers, huh? Let's bring in Kolaghan's Command. Blood Moon, Cast into Fire, Dauthi. Cut 2 Persist, Archon, Bolt. What'd we do? Last time we cut a ring, right? I think. Yeah, Damnation ring. Let's try that. Imagine if they were splashing for Bonfire. I mean, you do make a lot of beta with Cabal Coffers. Bonfire of the Damned probably a good card in their deck. I want to keep this. Not going to, but I want to. Okay, this one plays. Maybe you think that was game 3. Oh, yeah. You would have pulled an Aspiring Spike. Last week, Spike comes into my chat on Thursday for a donation deck. And the first thing he does is I put up a prediction. The prediction was like what card to be able to cascade into. And the first thing that he does is he said he was trying to vote for the prediction, but he actually just paid out the prediction incorrectly. So everybody got scammed last week. And now Aspiring Spike is no longer a mod of the channel. Can we get some 07s in chat for Spike? Yeah. Yeah, you made a lot of points. It was certainly one of the moments of all time. Alright, please don't Bowmaster me. I guess I can just choose not to discard if they Bowmaster me, right? Because it is a May. No! You're supposed to be in my hand, and then I could discard this. I'm so confused. I am extremely confused, chat. No, they weren't even F6'd. It played around Fatal Push. Yeah, it's the mana system's fault. Combat. One ring to discard Archon to hand size plan. I don't know. I mean, I could just get another, like, Beta Reunion or something. I don't know what I want to get here. It feels really weird to just, just like, sack Beta Reunion to get Beta Reunion. I think I'd rather just play Ring here. Activating Ring could be a little sus if they have a second Bowmaster, because then they get to kill the Voidwalker. Okay. They don't have second Bowmaster. And now I can, like, beseech for an answer for their Bowmaster and then start activating Ring again. Which I think is pretty good. Just to double check and see if the Ring is bugged. You never know with all of the recent updates to the program. Ooh. I still like this better. We could just do this next turn. I just don't want them to kill my Voidwalker. That's why I'm doing it this way. Activate. We're both at 14. I kind of want to sack Voidwalker for their Bowmasters. I'm just going to pass. I could attack for 3, but I might want to just cast their Bowmasters if they draw like a ring or something. The only way to stop a bad guy with a Bowmaster is a good guy with a Bowmaster. Alright, 4-1. Losing to Mono Black Coffers. Deck felt pretty good, though. I like what was going on there. I did like what was going on there. Shout out to Goron27. Thank you for submitting this donation deck. Hope you enjoyed it if you're watching the replay. Yeah, not a lot to say. Deck was pretty good. I might want... I don't know if I love the Beseeches. They were a little clunky at times. I could see maybe shaving the third Beseech, potentially the fourth Bolt. You could do maybe a split of Bolt Push. You could play a Terminate main deck. If you're gonna play Beseeches, I might want to expand the tutor package as well. Like, you could... I don't know exactly what you would play, but you could play, like... I don't know, a Graveyard Hate card main deck to search for, something along those lines. Maybe the second Sheoldred could go. But I like this deck. It was pretty sweet. It was a good time. Spyro over Bitter. I love that Bitter works so well with Fable, because, like, there's so many spots where you flip Fable and have a Bitter in play, and you just go, like, play Bowmaster, give my stuff haste, copy Bowmaster, attack for, a million damage. And that comes up a couple of times. So I think I prefer the Bitter Reunions. Like, the flexibility of giving your stuff haste is pretty cool. Oh, looks like 4Dogs already paid out the prediction. Very, very cool. Somebody was telling me that the new fancy versions of the holiday release cards were in...